Hey guys, this is Brian Wentz of UB Fit, and today I'm going to answer the question of should you do CrossFit? And first we're going to go over what is CrossFit. And there's a lot of misconception of CrossFit being a regimen in which you do a lot of odd exercises performed odd ways, or using machines incorrectly, and that's not really the case. What CrossFit is a workout regimen that incorporates functional movements as well as movements and exercises from a variety of different sports that are performed at a high intensity. A lot of these sports can be like Olympic lifting, it could be rowing, so on and so forth. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over what are the disadvantages when it comes to CrossFit. And already, if it's performed at a high intensity, that implies that beginners should not be doing it. If you look back at how to program, my old video about how to program your workouts, we look at you have to start at a lower point and then you work your way up to doing those higher intensities like power and maximal strength. And that then leads to, if you are a beginner, then tries to jump into CrossFit, now we can see a really increased risk of injury. And now let's say if you are, someone who's been to the gym for a while, you've been going for like a year or two, and you don't feel like you're a beginner, so you think you could then do CrossFit. The problem with that is CrossFit incorporates Olympic lifting. So even though you might be used to the gym, you may not be used to doing Olympic lifts, which are very explosive, as well as they do put weights above head and in an explosive manner, which then if you're not used to doing that and you try to jump into that, well, now you could have also a really increased risk of injury. And we don't like to see an increased risk of injury when it comes to the gym. The other disadvantage is its program for the workouts aren't really intended for progression. It's really just intended, yet again, for that high intensity, just going really hard on your workouts or your workout of the day or your WODs. So that's as well where you don't really see a progression with it, you just see a progression within workouts. Now, what are the advantages of CrossFit? And one of the biggest advantages, in my opinion, is the community around it. They have forums. If you go to a box, all the people there are usually very supportive. So that's what's really good about CrossFit is the community, people trying to help each other, as well as what was a disadvantage of it being not having a progressive workout program could actually be an advantage, because then, you have people to compete with, so on and so forth, kind of keeps you going. Other advantages include it, yet again, high intensity can be a disadvantage, but can also be an advantage. If you are ready for it, it can be a great thing for you to maybe try out, see if you like it, or even do an interim of maybe, and if you're a distance runner or a rower or you're doing other sports, it could be something to incorporate on your off season as a means to then still be fit and get stronger at the same time. I will say this as well, CrossFit, some boxes do incorporate like a certain period of beginners to work on their mobility or their flexibility to then help out doing things like Olympic lifts. So at least they're noticing that kind of flaw in which doing Olympic lifts can be detrimental if they're new. So I do appreciate some box gyms doing that. Not all of them do that. Hopefully the ones around you guys do. But to really wrap that all together, should you do CrossFit? Well, there's disadvantages and there's advantages. And we see that in just about anything you do in the gym, whenever it comes to fitness. So there's always going to be disadvantages and advantages. Now, if you're in a position in which you feel like it's something you can do, then go out, do it, try it out. But if you feel like it may be something that is not what you would like out of a workout program, or you're not ready for it just yet, then hold off on it, don't do it. Really, it's going to come down to you. And in the end, if you're doing something that's beneficial for your body or intended to be beneficial for your body, exercise, you're already doing something right, and it's better than just sitting at your home, eating chips, watching movies all day long. So if you're going to do CrossFit over sit on the couch, I'd much rather you do CrossFit, in my opinion. I hope you guys really took information out of this. Hope you guys liked it, and hopefully now you're able to answer that question of should you do CrossFit.